and welcome back to the Universe Podcast. I'm your host, Teagan Elliott, and today we have a very, very special guest, Will, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the pod. This has been a long time coming.
You're fucking telling me. Oh, that's early. That's very early. Sorry.
This has been a long time coming. Will is probably my best friend at uni.
Oh my god.
No,
Thank
100%.
you.
I have wanted to have you on here for a bit, but I felt pressure, topic-wise, what am I gonna
You feel
talk to you
pressure.
about? Yeah.
What do you think I'm sat here?
I think you're feeling happy. We've had some camembert.
We have, to be fair.
We had a couple drinkities. We had had a nice little chat. So we're all fresh. We were in my nice warm kitchen.
Unlike mine.
Talk about your house. Your house is cold.
It's lovely, but it's cold.
Yeah. Your radiator's on, right?
We think there might be a problem. We put it on and it just stays at 13 degrees.
Which, for American reference, what would that be?
What's your freezing?
Low. Our freezing is 38.
So 13 degrees above that. So mid 40s.
No, it isn't a direct correlation. I think it'd probably be 50s, 60s. Anyway, clearly I'm not good at conversions. I just always keep my weather in Fahrenheit, which is great.
It doesn't work with the rest of the country she's living in.
I know. But when I went to your house and we hosted our American Thanksgiving.
We did do that.
That was great. Oh yeah, sorry guys. We have some drinkities here.
I apologise.
A little ASMR. If you hear some straws, I'm sorry about that. But we hosted American Thanksgiving at your house. And I made sweet potato and marshmallow. Now, I talked about sweet potato and marshmallow on the podcast with Max, and now I want to get your take on it because you've tried it as a British person. What were your honest opinions?
You know what? It actually, it wasn't what I was expecting. I can't, it wasn't, I don't know, it was nice though.
Okay.
It didn't,
I don't know. It is more like a dessert, I feel like.
Yeah, it wouldn't, I wouldn't say that I would put it with, a roast in it normally.
Yeah, no.
But it was nice, as a one-off.
Yeah, because I feel in terms of, you have, the sweetness of the cranberry that goes with a lot of, the savory stuff. It's, the sweetness of the marshmallow potato dish. Mm. Yeah. But you and I were chefing it up.
We were. You
were making roast potatoes, which they were really good.
Thank you. I was really prepping for Christmas. It's fine.
I normally don't really love a good roast potato, but that was, they were good. Thank you. I took one home. You took one home? Yeah, I took a little potato piece home.
I thought they were finished.
I put it in my little Tupperware. I brought Tupperware so I could bring leftover so I could make Thanksgiving on a wedge. So Thanksgiving on a wedge is I bought a baguette at Co-op. I bought one of the half baguettes. And I cut it in half. And I put cranberry on it. And
you say cranberry's so weird.
Well, first I toasted it because it needs to be toasted. It needs to be nice and perfect. Then I put cranberry on it, the sauce, whatever. And then I put the American stuffing, which I took leftovers home. And I ate the potatoes while I was waiting.
That American stuffing was very good, by the way.
Thank you.
It was very nice.
It is different from the British stuffing. I wasn't wrong. It is different.
It's vegetarian, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so there are people that do put sausage in it. I just don't like sausage in it. I think it's kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah, so it was the bread, the celery, the butter, the chicken stock, all of it all together. But it's just different. The British stuffing is very dense. It's a ball of meat and bread and
it's literally pork and onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally pork, onion, and sage.
It's a seasoned sausage ball. It's like a meatball, but denser. It's a dense meatball.
To be fair, I thought yours wasn't that different in texture.
Well, mine was more bread.
Yeah, it was lighter, but it wasn't too different. I was expecting it to be very different. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
But yours were ball shaped stuffings. Ours comes in a loaf pan type thing. Ours was in a roast pan.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, I've never seen ball shaped American stuffing. So that would just be weird.
Yeah, well, it's because you make it completely differently.
Yeah, well, that's why I was similarities. I think we're limited, but with the gravy was good, and the chicken.
Shout out to Faye for that, by the way.
We made a whole ass chicken. It was.
We did
really good.
We actually did really well as well.
Will and I slayed. So, because Lois, shout out Lois, we love you, Lois, for buying it. But you told us it was going to be seasoned, Lois, and it was not a seasoned chicken. And we were thinking this would have been brined and seasoned for days before. We were prepared for that. No, we salted it. I called my dad and I was like, Dad, how do you cook a chicken? And we had no meat thermometers or anything because the directions said to cook this one little chicken for 2 hours. I was like, it's gonna be dried and dead. So I'm really glad that I called my dad. And my dad said, yeah, well, he said like butter. So we put butter under the skin and on top. And then we put some in the cavity. We put garlic in the cavity and like rosemary, thyme. We put salt on it, Italian herb seasoning. And it was perfect.
Also, Mum, if you're listening, like, this is what we're doing for Christmas dinner. Like, I'm saying this now.
It was
we're doing
really
it for Christmas dinner.
good.
It was so nice.
And we put it in there for what, an hour and 15, an hour and a half, something like that.
It was like an hour and 15, and then we let it rest for 30
for 30,
minutes.
yeah. And then we covered it in tin foil. Or aluminum foil.
Tin foil.
Aluminium. Is that what you say?
Aluminium.
Anyway. So, I brought Will here today. If you listened to last week's episode, you know why. Because we're talking about the Otley Run.
Oh, God, we are, aren't we?
So Will's done it twice. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what the Otley Run is, even though I've mentioned it on previous episodes, and people probably know what it is,
Listen to the episodes.
Yeah, says at Will when he hasn't listened, but we digress.
Shh.
Is that the Otley Run is like a 13 to 18, normally 15, pub crawl in Leeds. And you start in one part of Leeds and you work your way down all the way to city centre, and you can end in a club if you'd like. Now, you go through a lot of pubs, a lot of bars, and normally it's you down a pint at each one. Is that correct?
Well, normally you have a pint, you're down one.
Yeah. So you're supposed to have a pint at each one. So people start early. If you have to get through 15 pubs, you start at around noon, if not one-ish. And yeah, it lasts you then the rest of the day. And you're just drinking. So eat beforehand is probably a tip I'd give.
Yeah, we started at like last time, like not the one that you did. We started at 2 and finished at like 1.
Yeah.
Like it was a long day.
Yeah, so definitely eat beforehand, and don't feel bad if you stop during to get food, because you don't want to black out.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, so when we did it for my birthday, we did pub golf style. Do you want to explain what pub golf is to people that don't know?
Literally like at each pub you get assigned a different drink, and then you have to have it in as many like sips as possible. And then
so like you have like a certain number of sips you're supposed to have it in.
Well,
so a pint you're supposed to do in 1.
No, you're not. You're supposed to do it in 3.
We were supposed to do it in 3.
Yeah.
But if you do it in less than 3, then you get less. You get points off, which is good because it's golf. So golf is backwards than regular points. Like, you don't want
so it's like
points.
golf. It's
you
like
want negative points.
Yeah. So each drink has its own par, and then each pub has its own drink assigned to it.
Yeah. So there were some pubs we had to do a pint. Some we had to do a vodka mixed drink.
Gin mixer.
Yeah.
There was like a glass of wine.
A VK, which is basically just like a 4% sparkling soda for anyone that
I
doesn't
put
know.
that in to be nice.
Thank you. I do appreciate it because I wanted to remember my birthday Otley Run. And I do.
Most of it or all of it?
Just the part of the club was a little hazy. Other than that, no, I remember the whole Otley Run, which was my intent, and I did. I'm very happy.
No, I remember most of it.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. So we got the train to Leeds.
We did.
So for my birthday, I didn't know what the theme was. So they were all hiding the theme from me. We were on the train.
Shout out to Lois for that, by the way. Like, Lois did such a good job. Like, such a good job.
Yeah, she did. And then we got to the train station, and there was a Mackey's in the train station. And by Mackey's, again, Americans, I didn't know what this was when I got here, and I'm realizing that, yeah, you guys probably don't. It's McDonald's. They call it Mackey's. I remember when I first came.
That's not a thing?
No. On my first night out here, when Joe was like, oh, let's go Mackey's. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'm totally down. What is this Mackey's place? I was
What do you call? Did you like actually say the like
McDonald's?
You say the full name every time.
Or Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
Why is this so amusing? It's not. Anyway. So Mickey D's or Mackey's. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Mickey D's.
Mackey's.
Mickey D's.
I didn't get anything.
I still don't know why you didn't.
No, but
Oh, you went to Starbucks, didn't you?
I went to Starbucks, but I got a coffee. But I think I ate something before we started. Like, I made myself eat breakfast. I ate a wrap at home to save money, which didn't save me money because then I went to Starbucks and got a coffee. Because I was like, I need energy. Anyway, because alcohol's a depressant, right? It makes you like tired.
Well, not really.
I think alcohol. I'm pretty sure. I'm like
90%
sure it's a depressant.
I know gin is.
So when you do like alcohol and weed, and then you're crossed, quote unquote, it's like a double depressant.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, no. I got just like a common, not like street knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm
I
on
guess.
the streets. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Why am I here?
Anyway, so no, so then Otley Run. Get food beforehand is basically the advice we're giving in that part. Then
Yeah,
after
just
that,
a little bit.
we got to Lois's apartment, and you guys surprised me with the theme.
We did. And you didn't guess it either.
Yeah, which I was really happy. I didn't want to
I was
guess it.
too. I was stressed. I genuinely thought that you would get it.
Yeah. So the theme was Shrek. So I was Princess Fiona, human version. You were Lord Farquaad.
Don't say it like
Brilliant.
that.
We started at around 2:30ish.
Yeah, about then.
Yeah, and the pub was full when we got there. And I don't remember the name of the first place, do you?
No, I don't.
No, I don't know either. But I remember going, and we all looked fresh. So when I first started, I was like, we should take a selfie at every place we go to.
That lasted 3 pubs.
Legit, it was only 3 pubs it lasted at. But just of us, like, at the pub starting. And the first one was a double vodka mixer. And they gave us so much orange juice.
Oh, it was. It was
Do you
like a
remember
full
this?
pint.
You got, like, a full pint of orange juice with, like, a little bit of vodka in the bottom. And like, you had to, like, down it in, was it 1?
I set a vodka mixer as 1, yeah.
Yeah, it was in 1.
Because the last time we did it, literally everyone did it in 1. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's no point having it as a part 2.
So it was just me just drinking a cup of orange juice in 1 is what it felt like. I was like, vitamin C
Yeah.
up. And I also was kind of ill. Do you remember? I was like...
Yeah, you were. You you
Yeah.
tried the entire week. You're like, I'm not going clubbing. I'm not going out. I'm not going anywhere. And then, like, you were still ill.
Yeah, because I wanted to be healthy. And so I was drinking a lot of water that week. I had Sudafed. And I was like, oh, this vitamin C in the orange juice is going to revive me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But so then we went to the second pub. And I remember the bouncer gave me a hard time about me celebrating my birthday and not being my actual birthday. And I was like,
Oh yeah, he also was like,
Yeah.
he was also like, oh, I normally look at like really like cool IDs, and like he saw yours and was like Washington, and he was like, oh, actually, I've seen this before.
yeah. And I was like, oh,
I was like, okay.
way to make me feel special on my birthday. And then he was like, it's not even your actual birthday. Like, your birthday's in 2 days. And I was like, oh no, because I'm going to do the Otley Run on a Monday.
To be fair, we were also like, yeah, we're like, oh yeah, we're totally going out that day anyway, which we did, to be fair.
Yeah, we did. So, but we weren't going to do Otley Run that day.
No, you
no
can't,
one does
like,
Otley Run on a Monday.
It's literally a Saturday thing.
Yeah. So then
think so,
after
anyway.
that pub, I don't even remember what we did there. There was another mix. Oh, and then I think a lot of men, I'd say straight men, not stereotyping. It just happened to be a lot of straight men that gave me a hard time about being a ginger with my fake wig.
Yeah.
And I was like, it
don't know, I
looked
noticed
so
that as
fake. It
well.
looked so fake.
There was no way it was real, like in the nicest possible way.
Yeah, no, it looked bad. But it was like, it was comical. It was funny.
Your hairline was at your eyebrows.
Yeah, no, like
it was not real.
it was bad, but it was funny. Like, we were there for a fun time. I
Yeah.
wasn't there like to look hot. You know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah,
were just there to have
no
fun.
one does Otley Run to look good.
Yeah, no. Pro
And
tip,
you
yeah, if
shouldn't
you're doing
either.
Otley Run, tip is plan a costume, do a costume.
Do a
You're there to
group
have
one.
fun. Do a group costume, 100%. No one's
Yeah.
there. Like, if you wear normal clothes, you actually would get like people got weirder looks for doing it dressed normally.
Yeah, like if you like dressed to look good, you also get really weird looks.
You get weird looks. No, like
Yeah.
you're better off doing a costume. Like, there was these girls. I remember people were all like talking to, connecting with, that were dressed as old men. And it looked so realistic. And I talked to them when I was in the
remember them.
toilets, and they were so funny. They were so nice.
Yeah. To be fair, I was one of the people that was giving out like a lot of the weird looks, but that's just who I am.
Slay, as I like to say.
Slay.
Another tip we have. Okay, so after that, we started walking, and then there hit a point when we were like pub 7, pub 6.
We
sometime
skipped
around
like
then.
4 and 5.
Well, okay, I didn't know like what number it was that we skipped. We skipped 2 of them because the queue was way too long.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, I think at pub 4 or 5, we stopped at Greg's, and I got a sausage roll.
Yeah, George did.
Which-
George stopped before
Yeah.
4.
And I had half of it before Amanda had it, and half of it after.
I remember that. That was so funny.
No, but it was perfect. No, it's just, no. I think that saved me from barcoding. It really did. That
That
sausage,
half a sausage
that
roll.
Greg sausage roll is what kept me alive for the rest of the
that
run.
half a sausage roll saved you, did it?
Back to the Otley Run, you guys. I'm sorry, we're gonna keep diverging. Okay,
Where were we?
we were talking about the pubs we skipped. Do you want to say why we skipped?
Yeah, no, like, so we went to, like, there was this one that's, like, in a church. It's, like, the 4th one, I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's, like, the 4th one, and I genuinely think the queue was, like, half an hour. And,
Yeah.
like, genuinely, like, so we got, like, slightly split up, because there was, like, you had to cross roads and stuff. And genuinely, we went in groups of, like, 2 or 3, and every single one of us went, yeah, no, we're not going there. And just went to the next one, like, individually. Like, there's no point queuing for like half an hour for a single pub.
And at that point, guys, like just make a sacrifice and just do the drinks you were supposed to do at that place.
Yeah, that's what we
at
did.
the next place, which is what we did.
Yeah.
And then we started losing people probably a little bit after that.
We lost people?
Like losing them to the drink.
Oh.
People started falling asleep on the table.
Like after the point that Teagan was at, like we did what, 3 or 4 more pubs. I then downed a beer in one, and then we got
so
food.
Proud of you. So proud.
I know. I just thought I'd drop that in there.
Yeah.
I was so proud of myself.
I did it in 2, and that I thought was like crazy.
I still don't know how I did that. I literally closed my eyes and just like opened like my throat. I was like, "This will do. I'll just do it."
Yeah. No, that was at that point that was at the Leeds University Library
Yeah,
pub,
it
right?
was.
I remember that. Yeah.
You weren't there.
I was there.
You weren't there when I did it.
Will, I was standing right in front of you. Will, I saw you do it.
Oh, you were. You have the video.
I took the video of you, Will.
It's Lois that wasn't there, wasn't it?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was in toilets.
And Charlie wasn't there either.
Yeah.
Because Henry gave me like 2.
Glad I have video footage so you can prove to them you actually did it. Otherwise,
I did do
believed
it.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because like Henry literally gave me like 2 drinks after that, and I downed both of them in one, which
That's
I
probably
regret.
probably what did you
Regret.
Then we had to walk. One of our housemates, well, not housemates, one of our group mates. She had to go home, and so we.
Oh, she didn't.
She had to go home because she had like work the next day, which I respect. Like, this girl is hustle. So we walked her to the train station, and then I stopped at Tesco and I bought Yakult yogurt drinks for everyone.
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
So we walk into Tesco, and I just bought this pack of 5 or 6 or whatever it is Yakult. And I passed them out, and I was like, everyone, have a Yakult. It's full of probiotics. You need to drink these.
Like, you basically, like, forced it down everyone's throat, and we were all like, what are you doing?
I don't know what I was doing.
And then Lois fell in the road.
I don't remember that, because I probably drinking my Yakult.
And priorities.
Yeah. I was probably so determined to... No, and then there were 2 spares that Charlie put in her purse, and when she woke up the next morning, she was like, why do I have 2 Yakults? I was like, oh my god! And I was like, I remember this. Then after that, yeah, we hit up a couple more pubs. Now, there was a point where we hit a bar. I was fine, but other people weren't.
Which bar?
The one where I got the whiskey, or was it rum? No, it was spiced rum.
It was rum.
There was
I was not fine.
78 or 75% spiced rum
Yeah.
at one of these bars. And I was probably... Charlie and I were probably equally sober. We were the most sober there.
Yeah, you were.
And I was really surprised because I'd been doing the drinks. I was doing good. But also, to be fair, you made me do the VKs at 2 of the places, whereas you would do gin mixer.
Yeah.
Which
what
are
was your...
not, they don't equate.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, but it was your birthday, so
Yeah.
I was like, you literally said you were like, I don't really want to do the gin. I was like, okay, I'll do all of the gins then, like, because it's
Thank
your
you.
birthday.
So I was fine, but so then I thought Lois, our friend, was fine.
She was not.
And so I bought her this shot of spiced
was
rum.
not fine.
75%. She told me, she's like, that's what I think put me over the edge to have to go home. So she went home.
We finished the run though. She finished it, didn't she?
Did she? No, okay, so after this place, we rallied, went to the next one.
Which was the last one.
We didn't go straight from there to the boat dock thing, did we?
I'm gonna be honest. This is
She
the like
went-
half an hour that's hazy for me.
She went to the boat dock place.
That's the last one.
So we might have gone from... So basically the last stop on the Otley Run is this place that looks like a slanted boat.
It's called like the dry dock.
The dry dock, something like that.
Yeah.
It looks like a boat on the outside and stuff like...
Yeah, basically it's like a big boat that they've just basically like carved the middle out of and just put a dance floor in the middle.
Yeah. But pro tip, I mean, like, you can stay at these places for as long as you'd like. We were just very on the move. We were like, next pub, next pub, next pub, next
We
pub.
did it way too quickly.
So we got to dry dock very, very fast. So but we got there too early, and then it was like dead. Because it's supposed to be like the end of the Otley Run. People like to stay there. It's clubby vibes.
Yeah, we stayed there until like literally like the last train back last time.
Yeah, no, we got there very early. So we were there for a while.
We did that. I still like staggering that we did like 15 pubs in what, like 7 hours, 6 hours.
We did it really fast, yeah.
We did it way too quickly.
Yeah, so tip, don't be afraid to stay at some of these places longer.
Yeah, like because when we did it in the summer, we would like sit outside like you know the one that they like stacked the Red Bulls at. Do you know which one that one is?
No.
The one that they made like a tower and then it spilled
Oh,
over
yeah.
Charlie.
Basically, this was something that our friends did. They just stacked a bunch of Red Bull cans on top of each other.
Like, we stayed there for like half an hour, 40 minutes last time, like the first time we did it. But then obviously, like, when we did it this time, we literally left like basically straight after we done our drinks.
Okay, so we did this in mid-November. We got so lucky with the weather. It was sunny, and it was a little cold, but it wasn't rainy. It was sunny. It could have been colder.
Weather.
It wasn't windy. It was like it was the best we could have had. I'm so thankful. Like, it worked out perfectly for us to do it in November, because most of the time it's something you want to do in the sun because you're walking around a lot. And
a lot of the beer gardens are outside.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of people walk, like, I mean, you walk the whole thing, and it is pretty far, like, over time.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, but again, it's a great way to, like, to sober up. You're walking around, blah, blah, blah.
You don't really sober up.
Oh, well. All right, well, are there any other tips we have for the outlet? I mean, after that, like, if you have the wherewithal, go to a club.
We did that, and I loved it.
Yeah.
You don't remember it.
I remember, like, a third of it. No,
Great.
No, okay, I do remember, though, when a bouncer approached me trying to kick me out when I was
We
alone.
were so confused.
And was my phone with me, or was it I think it was downstairs still at that point.
You didn't have your phone. It was on charge.
because I put my phone on charge downstairs with, basically at the club, they had, like, this woman, she charged me money to, like, for me to charge my phone, but it was almost dead, and I was like, I need charge in my phone, like.
I don't think they can or should do that.
Yeah, well, they did. So, basically, it cost money for me to charge my phone, but it was downstairs, and then when I was upstairs, I don't know if you guys were in toilets, but we got separated at some point.
We went outside, and then you were still on the dance floor, I think.
I think I was with smokers or something, and I wasn't. And so then the bouncer approached me and tried to kick me out and was like, "You're too drunk. You're going to get a taxi home." And I was like, "I'm not from here. Like, what do you mean taxi home?" And I was like, and I said to him, I'm like, "Look, like, I'm fine. Like, honestly."
I thought it was a girl.
Guy or girl, whatever it was, but whoever it was just like, "Stay here." And I was like, "Okay." And then they left and I ran away. I was like, "What, you think I'm going to stay? I'm not daft." Like,
I just remember you like running up to us and being like, the bouncer told me to like get out and like tried to kick me out. And then we were like, okay. So like, we're like, right.
The bouncer tried to kick me out. Yeah. And this was the first time I've ever got kicked out inside.
Really?
Or almost. I wasn't fully kicked out, so I'm not going to count it, but almost kicked out, yeah.
To be fair, I've been kicked out of salvos before.
Well, salvos depends on the bouncers.
So it's the guy with the slick back hair. Like the really annoying one.
People say these bouncers, the only one I knew was the one that left, and I'll forever
Rest
miss him.
in peace.
I loved this bouncer, you
I
guys.
loved
You
him
don't
too.
understand. Like, he let me cue jump sometimes, you know? Like,
Multiple times.
everyone needs a little pick-me-up now and then, and at a place you frequent, it can just really boost.
I'd also like to preference, I should not have been kicked out when I was, like, I know everyone says that, but I genuinely was sober.
Yeah. Well, we our friend, I won't mention her name in case she doesn't want me to, but like, she also was kicked out when she was dead
it was the same
sober.
bouncer.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, she was dead sober, and she was walking down the stairs. She lingered apparently too long. And
Yeah,
so,
they're really like anal
so
about
then,
that.
So he stopped her, and she's like, "Oh no, like, I'm fine." So then she just like kept walking, and then he like, she didn't think he was following her. So then when she turned off to go back to the bar, thinking everything was fine because she was sober,
Yeah.
the bouncer like stopped her and like he yanked her arm. And
Yeah, he
pulled
literally
her
like
out.
pulled her back.
And then what did we do? Did we just go home, or did we go flares or something?
I ran outside after her.
Yeah, and then I came
like,
up shortly after as well.
yeah,
right?
then you like got her like, because she literally like, she was kicked out without her phone or coat.
Yeah.
And then like, obviously, so like, I went out after her, like messaged you guys being like, can you grab her, like Nush had her phone.
Yeah.
And then like, can you grab her coat? And then we went flares and we had a great night.
Yeah.
Pick up flares.
Yay, flares. Well, you might be going there soon.
We don't know.
You might be going. I might be going to. Well, not might be. I'm going to Paris.
You are going to Paris, and I'm so jealous. I tried to come. She said no, because she's a bitch.
What I said was that my friend lives in Paris for the year. She has a small apartment, and I'm spending the night there for a couple nights. I didn't like say, "Oh no."
She said no.
I have this like bougie ensuite hotel, but you actually can't come. I'm sorry.
No, what she actually said was, she was like flat out no. She was like, I actually hate you. Like, she's such a horrible host. Like, she hates me as a person.
But please
like,
come on my podcast. Like,
like, I'm only here for like for the podcast reasons. She actually hates me as a person.
yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, so I'm going to Paris. And then my friend and I were also going to go to Switzerland.
How long are you staying for in Paris for? Like 2 days, 3 days?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days. Then we're going to Switzerland for 2 or 3 days. And then I'm going to London for 2 nights.
And
to
then
stay
your
with another
sister's
friend.
coming.
And then my sister's going to be here. So
Slay.
next episode, you guys, will most likely, more than anything, be with my sister.
I'm so excited to meet her.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
So she just turned 18 in America. So
Ugh.
now she'll be coming to England.
Yay.
Where 18 means you can drink certain beverages.
Every
They'll be
beverage.
Alcoholic kind.
So, every beverage.
Means everything's accessible. So I'm excited for her to come. So I'm thinking like some brunch, some restaurants.
Bottomless brunch?
Pubs. Possibly. Yeah.
Possibly means yes.
Well, I'll see whatever she's down for and wants to do.
Yeah, to be fair.
Obviously, she gets final say, but I'm really excited. So, and then after that, she'll leave. And then...
Jesus Christ, that was quick. Let's see what your alliances lie.
But like, what do you even know what I'm saying? Is like, life goes by super fast. Like, this trip is going to be short.
Yeah, but she's here for
Christmas,
2 weeks.
before you know it, it's going to be New Year's.
What are you doing on Christmas Day?
I'll be in London.
With?
My sister.
There you go.
Annika.
Talk about that.
Annika. Yeah. Okay, so her flight is on the... I don't know if I explained this last time. I might have. I might just...
I didn't listen. I'm sorry.
It's basically her flight's on the 27th, and Boxing Day is the 26th, so there's no trains. 25th is Christmas Day, there's no trains. Christmas Eve is the 24th. So we're getting a train on Christmas Eve, and we're going to be in London. Christmas Eve day, Boxing Day, and then the 27th we're going to Heathrow Airport, and I'm getting her home back to America, and I'm staying here.
You are staying here. You're stuck with us.
And then I'll go back to York, or maybe I'll come to Ipswich.
Oh, God. I mean, like, I've said this many times.
Are they prepared for me in Ipswich? I'm just gonna run. I'll just run through the streets after a night out in Ipswich.
Yeah, they'd love that.
If any of you guys have friends who are runners, please keep your running friends in your prayers that like to run after nights out, because
Also, like, yeah,
they
just
need your help.
keep them on track. It's difficult.
Maybe put like a balloon around them.
That's a good shout.
Or I'm like, what if we do Apple AirTags?
No, because you just, like, I don't
lose
know.
my stuff.
Yeah.
That's been a bad track record. I've lost my house keys twice this term. So I have to remember my passport. I have to pack tomorrow. I leave.
You do.
tomorrow.
I really think you should have done that by now. I say that like I haven't. Like, I'm not packed either.
Well, I was going to pack today, but then like stuff came
I
up.
happened.
And yeah.
Go me.
And I had assessment stuff that I had to deal with, and obviously I was like, I'm not bringing my laptop with me. I'm leaving it here. So
Really?
Yeah. Why would I bring? It's gonna be heavy.
Oh yeah. No, sorry. I'm still in the mindset like obviously I'm going home for a month.
Yeah.
So I'm very much like I need to bring everything.
It's weird for me to think next time I'll be back in New York. We'll be with my sister.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving tomorrow, and then I'll be coming with sister in tow. Overall, let's recap. Otley Run, save money.
Yes.
Because we spent, in total, for trains, food, drinks, more food the next day.
Oh, I didn't count that.
I counted all of it, £150.
I don't know how much I've spent. I never looked. I don't think it was much more than 100.
What? How? Were
I
people
don't
buying
know.
you drinks?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was my birthday!
Yeah, well, I don't know the people that bought me drinks.
Oh, okay. How did you pull that off? I need to learn how to, like, finesse that.
You just kind of, like, walk up to people and just, like, say, like, just, like, be nice.
I'm just very, like, let me buy myself my drink and leave.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very, like, one-track minded. I'm like, me, bar, order,
What else?
pay, leave. But
No, to be fair, I did buy most of the drinks myself. I just kind of got, like, a couple free ones. Which kind of helped. Because I kind of, yeah.
basically what I found is in America, like, everyone, for someone's birthday, everyone's just buying this person drinks, like, constantly. And when it's someone's birthday here, I normally buy this person drinks. I'm like, it's your birthday, like, I'm obviously going to buy you drinks. But I feel like in America, that's the expectation, and it is returned as well. Here, I feel like that's way less common for people to buy you drinks for your birthday.
Like, from the general rule I've gone, and it might be wrong, but the rule that I live by is you do your closest friends.
Yeah.
So, like, you do, like, your, like closest friends, and then
Maybe I'm
they
too giving
rescind
here
it.
because I just buy everyone drinks for their birthdays.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's your birthday. Yeah, I'll buy you a drink. Like, that's just my go-to.
Yeah, so I would do, like, my closest friends here.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yay. Save money.
Go us.
But yeah, I guess that's just like another cultural difference. But overall, yeah, no, Otley Run, I guess you could just call it big it's just a big bar crawl.
It is a big bar crawl, but it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Dress up.
Because it like one of the best bits is like looking at everyone else's costumes.
Yeah.
Like they're always so funny. Like because there's always like there will always be someone that's like done it better than you have.
Yeah.
And like it's just always funny.
Yeah. And if you guys are having a 21st and you want to do the Otley Run, I highly recommend.
Or 18th.
And have like a birthday sash or something. Like.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get many like free drinks from that.
Yeah.
Because when we were in like did it in Nine Upper, and we got a lot of free drinks from that sash.
Oh.
Like it was well worth it.
Wow.
Just ask Charlie about that.
Okay, we're gonna leave it there. You're gonna go have a fun
Are we?
time.
Get fucked. Sorry, I wanted to add that in there.
Do you want me to cut that out?
No, I don't care.
Okay, well, have a great week, everyone. I'm sure most of you now have gone home, and you're gonna have a great time at home. Have a happy holiday, and yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll see you all in the next one. And at this point, you can also find this podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. That being Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts.
Oh my god, she's bougie shit now.
Stop. It's my
She's
outro.
bougie shit.
And yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next Thursday. Okay.
Love you.
Bye.